Dun, 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 dun. Hank, in or out? Alrighty, folks, good afternoon. We are live for 3 megas of Optic. I thought he wanted out already. I was like, he didn't make up his mind. Very well. 3 megas of Optic. This was to help fill our Optic hobby, which hopefully we can get done yet today. There is a closing mini for it right now. Patriots, Falcons, 20 spots, $8 a piece. Top spot will get to choose which one they want. Second will get what's left. 101 included. This is 3 megas again. O'Brien with the Titans. We'll talk about the original teams and then trades. O'Brien, Titans, Aiden, Browns, Jets, Wooten, Josh Wooten. Saints, Cowboys, Brett, Packers, Giants, Bengals, Marcos, Cardinals, Bills, Jags, Taco, Raiders, Niners, Toller, Chiefs, Dolphins, Eddie, Lions, Panthers, Amendola, Vikings, Tim, Washington Football Team, Bulby, Falcons, Wrightsman, Seahawks, Eagles, Connor, Chargers, Ravens, Colts, Sacco, Steelers, Bucks, Hurst, Broncos, Patriots. That's why everybody's fighting 25-26 spot. That was also when Broncos, Patriots was 25-26. Wooten, Bears, Texans, and Shane with the Rams. One trade I saw accepted was Jets for Cowboys. Aiden and Josh Wooten. Jets for Cowboys was the trade. Let's go ahead and write that thing in so that I don't screw it up later. Jets. If anybody had 101 and you traded, your 101 stays with the person, not the team. So I don't remember. I don't think Aiden had 101, but Josh may have. So if Josh had 101, it's now on the Jets instead of the Cowboys. Very simple stuff. Giveaways into the Optic. Dolphins now go to Toller, Saints to Josh Wooten, Browns to Aiden, Taco and Eddie, you both get 2 spots in the 49ers Panthers mini. That thing is closed pending you guys pick your spots. Everybody else is in there. 621 is your 101, jersey match of 50. Remember, jersey match paid as break credit. Your 101 if we were to hit it in this would be roughly 550, a little over 550. Oh, so Paul, how the 101 works is 2 main rules for the 101. First, you must comment 101 with your team claim or your spot claim on the post. So you must say, I want Vikings plus 101 or spot 27 plus 101. The other part of that is you must send $1 per spot or team claimed. So if your spot was $14, you have to send $15. That money all gets added into the pot. If you partake in the 101 and you get a team, you get a Eddie Lacy for the Packers 101 pulled, and that was your team. You win 90% of the pot, 10% stays for the next pot. So you have to follow the rules. We have had to void 2 jackpots because of failure to follow the rules. One was because they didn't put the 101 claim, and the other one because they didn't send for it. So we've had 2 jackpots voided. One was at like 350-ish. And the other one was over 1,000. That one was a tough one. We had to talk about that one for quite some time. We just said, hey, Rules are rules. It is what it is. 'Tis what it is. And you must claim and send before we start the rip. So you can't send me $1 after and say, oh, I sent for it. Nope, sorry. Got to be done before the rip starts. Yeah, so once it gets up to like $1,000, man, it's really crazy not to be doing it, in my opinion. And a lot of times when it gets to be that high too, a lot of guys just take all the junk teams and add 101 just hoping to hit. They don't even care what they get for cards. They're just hoping to hit the 101. And especially with my reputation for 101s, because I tend to pull pretty junky ones. The last one we pulled, but it didn't qualify, was a sweet-ass Cardinals dual patch. That was a nice card. And if I saw correctly, I believe the guy sold it for about $600. So he made out fine. He made out just fine. You can send now if you get it in real quick, but you have to make sure to comment on the post as well. You got to be quick though. If you're doing that, please let me know, and I can put this on pause for just a second. Otherwise, we're going to start. So Paul, let me know. Let me know your decision. Or Jeff. Oh, can I claim plus 99? Yeah, Paul, just give me a heads up. Let me know one way or the other what you're doing. Okay. Did you comment on the post as well? You'll need to make sure there's a comment on the post. Just a slight brief hold, folks. Brief hold while we check everything out. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Just a brief hold, folks. In a brief holding pattern. All right, we got it sent. Paul, I tagged you in the post. Make sure you go over there and comment real quick. Doesn't necessarily have to be with your comment, just has to be on that post. Bum, bum, bum. Where are you at with that, Paul? Just a brief hold here, folks. Sorry about the wait. Sorry about the wait. Trying to make sure Paul's all squared away on his 101. Let me double check that real quick. We'll be ready to go. All right, that's good. With that done, your 101 officially became 623, folks. 623 Jersey Metro 50. Best of luck. Let's get started. Let's get started. Couldn't find my stand, sorry. There we go. Now we can get started. We're going to start it off with a little silver Dylan Labe. You know what that means. We got a mem pack. Audric, Kool-Aid McKinstry rated rookies. Ramondre, Kirk, Christian Kirk, Jerry Jeudy, and Latu. Latu on the first year fresh. First year fresh Latu. We should be able to get right into the hobby after this, folks. It looks like there are that closing mini is filling nicely. The base Jaden. We got Terrion Arnold, Jaden Daniels, Cameron Jordan, Derek Carr, CJ Stroud, Roshan Johnson, Hidden Potential Kool-Aid McKinstry. How did everybody's teams do in the draft last night? What did you guys think? What was your opinions? What's up, Greg? Charles, welcome, guys. Did your teams do well? They draft who you wanted them to draft? Were they dipshits? What happened? Dallas Goedert, CJ Mosley, James Cook, Joe Mixon, DJ Moore, captain in charge, Jonah Ellis, and a Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers. Jonah Ellis. Captain in charge, DJ Moore. No blue hypers in sight yet. There we go. There's our first one. Roma Dunze, Dotson, Hyatt, Mark Andrews, Luke Musgrave. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Downtown. Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. Brett Johnson. Brett, I'm happy that team landed to you in the random, buddy. Excellent. Very nice. They do exist in the megas. They do exist in the megas. Rook on the hyper. I was questioning what the hit rate was like for the megas, because I know the blasters are supposedly just loaded. Let's fucking go, he says. Little LT. LT on the legendary downtown. Bang. Yeah, you would have been so sick if somebody else got the Giants in the random and hit that. Oh, I'd feel for you. Brett takes the Giants every single time. Every time he can. Dude, thank you for joining. Xavier Leggett, Crosby, Samuel, Fryermuth, Zay Jones, Patrick Surtain II, and a Dylan Lobbe. Dylan Lobbe. Downtowns do exist in the megas, folks. Xavier Leggett. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Gonna get a little Drake May base on this one, and another mem pack. Another mem pack. Javon Bullard Silver. Malik Washington, Drake May. Rogers, Minshew, Javante. Adonai Mitchell. Is that both our mem Colts? Both of our mems are Colts. The Colts are coming back alive. Remember, like, Obsidian and whatever else we did was like Colts galore. Colts everywhere. Bang. I hope if you guys hit any uptowns and any breaks that you took my advice and unloaded those things as quickly as you could. The market is absolutely crashing on those things. Of course, there's a ton of product being ripped as well. Chop Robinson, Jared Verse, Leonard Williams, Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence, Jerome Ford, Maurice Liafu, whatever they do. Whatever they do. Lawrence Taylor. Little LT for Brett Johnson. Byron Young, Kieran Williams, Curtis Samuel, Tank Dell, Little My House, Myles Garrett. Rated Rooks, Penix, Jacob Cowing. Downtown. Garrett. Penix. Cowing. Should put us around the halfway point right here, folks. Right around the halfway point. DJ James, Derek Carr, Jordan Addison, Jalen Waddle, Buda Baker, Jahmyr Gibbs, Johnny Wilson. Not a Steeler in sight, he says. Nah, it's Giants. Legendary downtown, Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. For the Giants. Bum, 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 bum. Jazir Newton, Marvin Harrison Jr., Fields, Barkley, Schultz, Sweats, and Jamari Thrash. Jamari Thrash, I mean. Brownies. Question, what do you guys feel about Gentry's NFL career since he's going to the Raiders? What do you guys feel about it? Is he going to have one with the Raiders? Eric All, Cameron Jordan, Jeremy Ruckert, Isaiah Simmons, Patrick Mahomes II, Deuce Vaughn, Will Shipley. The Eagles do seem to be prevalent in this stuff, I will say. The nice thing, I don't know about the Target Megas. The nice thing about these, every hyper we've pulled other than Mem is a rated rookie. Every single one. So you don't have to worry about base on your parallels. Oh, they do have Pete Carroll there now too, don't they? I forgot. Is this is his first year there, correct? I would have loved to see him go. We're going to go 3 for 3 on Mem packs, on Mem boxes. Lil Jordan Humphrey Silver, Spencer Rattler, Jawar Jordan, Kendre Miller, Deontay Johnson, Zaire Franklin. I was waiting for that to be Colts again. Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Mem. Like I say, other than the Mem cards, every blue hyper has been rated rookie for us. The Mem we do get some vets. Rattler, Jordan. I was kind of surprised. I was a little surprised, not really, that the Vikings went offensive line. I think that just goes to show their commitment to J.J. McCarthy. Like, I think they had more pressing need, but I think they also realized if they're going to throw that guy back there, they got to have him. They got to have him an offensive line. Anthony Gold, Aaron Jones, Peppers, Brissett, Nick Chubb, Michael Wilson, Jaheim Bell. I'll let you guys know what happens next week. I might be able to get some sealed blaster cases. The thing about that is, though, we're really going to have to hammer through the hobby stuff because I can't have nearly a case of hobby and get too deep into those blaster cases. Garrett Wilson, Darius Slayton, Mark Andrews, Luke Musgrave, Dallas Turner on the rookie recruits, and that's where you guys come in. Marshawn Lloyd, Ennis Rakeshaw. If you've got friends that break, send them to the group. Tell them what we do over here. We got a 101 pot over 600. We're a little against the trend with our shipping, but price-wise, I should not be beat. I will say, I didn't realize how low some of these guys were going to be on Optic Hobby. I can't compete with them. I don't know what they're doing. Aaron Jones, Tyreek Hill, Zach Allen, Josh Allen. Well, I do know a little bit, but Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb on the best tutties, Keon Coleman, Cooper DeJean. I think some of them are breaking from allocation, so keep that in mind when you see their prices. And my guy has been pretty decent. As of late, his prices have been a little bit higher. They're still cheaper than the other shop, and they're still cheaper than Panini, but not by as much anymore. So I don't know what's going on there. That almost feels like another mem pack. Optic Megas. Optic Megas. And we're going to have the potentially the hobby on deck. Trey Benson, Torrey Taylor, Ayuk, Fitzpatrick, James Cook, Joe Mixon, Dallas Turner. Wrong Viking. Let you guys know what's going on. I do have a Timberwolves game tonight. We are going to go have dinner before. So we will probably leave my house around 6. Between 6 and 6:30. So that Optic hobby will likely be the last thing we get to do before the game. I will if we get that one filled, I will post box 3. And just keep in mind that I'm going to be occupied, so you're going to have to kind of watch it yourself for updates and stuff. Jamal Williams, Keyshawn Booty, Deontay Johnson, Zaire Franklin. So we got a little Johnny football, a little Johnny Manziel, Sanders and Isaac. When I do get 3 posted, if you guys are crazy and fill box 3 tonight, when I get home, I will rip it. But we need to be full and paid. Last pack. Last pack. We've already had the Magic. We could have one more. We could do one more. Nope, not this time. Cade Stover, Brissett, Jalen Carter, Jalen Hurts, Gardner Minshew, Javonte Williams. Let's see a QB to end it. Let's see a QB to end everything. Or Nate Wiggins, one or the other. What's going on, Damon? Been a while. How you been doing, buddy? Hope all's good. Hope all is well with you. Pile of rated rookies, folks. We got all that stuff. We're not going to go through that. Your recap of the other stuff. Hypers. We got Nate Wiggins, Dallas Turner, Jaheim Bell, Will Shipley, Jamari Thrash, Johnny Wilson, Liafu, Adonai Mitchell, Mem, Lil Dabe, Rook, Latu, Silvers, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Javon Baker, Dylan Labe, and your base, Harrison Penix, May, Adunze Bowers, Jaden, Keon Coleman, Amon Ra Mem, Hyper, and there we go. Hit of the break, boys. Our first 2024 downtown for Big Bluegrass breaks. Brett Johnson, Lawrence Taylor, legendary downtown. Congrats, Brett. Well deserved. Always takes up the Giants. Looks sharp. Very nice. Statue of Liberty in the background with the New York traffic, New York skyline. Very cool. Very cool. Appreciate y'all. I'll check it over. We should be pretty close to full on the hobby. I think I need some guys to get paid up. But other than that, once we get that thing full, we'll be ready to rip it. So we should be able to rip that before I go to the game yet today. Appreciate y'all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. See you on the flip. Maybe see you in about half hour. Thanks, guys.